This man leans in for a kiss, and I'm just like, what are you doing? Who told you this was okay? Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, go ahead and click that subscribe button, like this content, share it, whatever you must. I'm a developing channel, so I really want to get my content out there. And yeah, I would appreciate it. If you're new here, my name is Jessica, or I go by Jess. You can call me either one. And today I'm actually going to be getting into another story time because I did a story time for the first time in my last video and I received actually some positive feedback on it. So I'm about to give y'all another one. Okay, so we're going to get right into that. This story time is going to be the time where I went on probably one of the worst dates that I can think of. Like, I was going through my head thinking, okay, I haven't been on that many dates like that, to be honest, because I am more of a relationship person. So I prefer to go out on dates with people when I'm in a relationship or if I'm steadily talking to someone. Like, for some reason, I'm just not great when it comes to dating multiple people or dating different types of people. I'm just not good at that. So that goes to say, this is the worst one that I can recollect from my memory. So this happened in 2015. I was 19. I was about to go on 20. My birthday was that summer. And I met this guy on this app. I can't remember the name of the app, but it was basically an app where it wasn't a strict dating app. I'll put it like that. I remember it was like a dating slash friend app, like one of those apps that you could, if you meet someone on there, it doesn't have to be a date. You guys can just go out as friends, or it can be a date if you wanted to. Basically something like that. I wish I could remember the name of the app, but it was a really long time ago, so I don't remember. But yeah, it was basically that type of app. I met this guy on there and he went to another school. He didn't go to my school. He went to another school in state. It was kind of far. And we exchanged a few messages. I don't remember what our conversation was. It was probably something really basic, to be honest. Like, it was just, hey, how are you doing? Where are you from? Like, y'all know the small talk, like the small talk that people do before they decide if they want to go out or not. Because usually on those apps, you don't really talk to people too much. Like, usually on those types of apps, you want to meet with people right away or meet with people, meet with people in a decent amount of time. Okay, I have to add this into the story because this is kind of important. So when I was on a trip with my family, this was just a few days before we met up. We had already exchanged phone numbers. I'm pretty sure we already had exchanged phone numbers by that point because we were messaging back and forth. And, we were texting, and I was in the car with my family because we just came from the amusement park. It's either we were coming from there or we were on our way to the amusement park. I forgot. But, we were in the car texting, and he proceeds to say, so am I paying for this date or what is it? And I was just like, y'all know when you take that pause just to really confirm if somebody said that or not. Now, let me just say this. I do not expect a man to pay for me every single time we go out, okay? I don't expect that, every single time. It's just not, I like when two can trade off, like you pay for a few dates, I may pay for a few, and then, yeah, like just switch off from there. If you want to pay for it, that is completely fine. Like, I'm more than okay with that, to be honest, because honestly, I feel like it was just weird because he was asking me out on a first date. And keep in mind, like, this is the first time we're ever meeting in person, whatever. He asked me out on a date because honestly, I wasn't really too pressed to really go out like that, to be honest. Like, I could have waited a little bit longer to try to get to know him more, but at the same time, I understand why we wanted to meet up so quickly. Well, he wanted to meet up so quickly. So yeah, he was like, yeah, am I paying for this date or what? And I was like, Mom, like I showed my mom the messages. Well, I read her the message and I was like, shouldn't he pay for the first date because it's a first date? I don't know about y'all, but I always grew up knowing that the man should be the one to always pay for the first date. I don't care what kind of situation it is. I feel like personally the man should pay for the first date. I'm old fashioned in that way. Not in every way, but I feel like that's just a courtesy thing. I feel like a man should pay for the first date, or whoever honestly asked who out on that first date exchange, they should be the one to pay for the date and then be that. But I don't know if he had never gone out on dates before, or, he didn't, maybe he just didn't know. So that was kind of a red flag in my mind at first, but I kind of got past it because I was like, okay, I don't want to judge him just straight off the bat like that. Let me at least go out with him, give him a chance and see what's up with him. So, we went out. He picked me up in his car. He had I don't remember what car it was, but it was a decent car. It wasn't anything like fancy or anything. But, he picked me up. He was, telling me more about him being in school. I was telling him a little bit about what I was doing at that time. And yeah, our conversation was pretty chill. It wasn't anything crazy. But then, okay, so this is like the second red flag basically that I felt like, kind of ties into the first red flag I just told you guys about. So we're driving, right? We're driving to the food place that, keep in mind, I don't even know where we're going. Like, I know what area we're going to, but I don't know what food place he's taking me to. He never really told me. He was just like, we're going to get something to eat and then we're going to go bowling. So I was like, okay, cool. That's fine. Like, that sounds like a chill, normal date to me. So we're driving past Cheesecake Factory and you know what? I never gave this man a name. We're just going to call him Steven. Because what's not clicking, Steven? Like, I hope that's not his real name, to be honest. Because, to be honest, y'all, I do not remember that man's real name, if we're going to be completely honest here. Anyway, Steven's driving. We're going past Cheesecake Factory. I'm saying that Cheesecake Factory has good food. It's a good little spot. He proceeds to say, oh, that's too expensive. And I'm just like, okay, like that was like it was just like kind of awkward because I wasn't saying it as an underlying comment or anything. I was just saying it just to say it. Like I swear on my life I wasn't saying it because I wanted him to take me there, because we were driving fairly past it. So I feel like he would have also told me that we were going there or something. So and also keep in mind, I had money on me. Like, just keep that in mind. I had my card on me and everything at that time. I wasn't planning on using it, but we're going to get to that later. So, okay, we pull up to the food spot. We eat our food, like a little small chill spot. It wasn't like a chain restaurant or anything. It was just like this like chicken spot or something. I don't know what it was, to be honest. Like, I remember I had chicken and like some rice. The food was pretty good. So yeah, once we finished dinner, we went to the bowling alley. And this was, again, not a fancy date. And let me just also put another disclaimer really quick. I understand that we were both in college at the time, so I wasn't expecting this like 5-star dining experience. Like I wasn't expecting a whole lot from this dude, to be honest, or any guy at that time, because, I was in college and he said he was in college too, and college students are broke as hell. So I was not really worried about like fine dining or anything like that. I knew it wasn't going to be that type of experience. So like, just to let y'all know, that's not what I was expecting it to be at that time. But I'm just telling you my experience from it. So with that being said, we go bowling, and bowling was fine, whatever. Now, I'm not great at bowling, so bowling is not my first option when it comes to a date, but that's usually what people suggest because, it's a fun, interactive thing to do. So I have no problem going bowling with somebody. Like, I have no issue at all. Like, I may suck at it, but I'll suck and I'll have a good time, depending on who I'm with. So we were having a good time, whatever. Everything was cool. And then, y'all, I mean, like, I'm having actually like a decent time. Keep in mind, I'm having a decent time. I'm actually, like, you know what? Okay, this wasn't that bad. Maybe the comments that he said earlier didn't mean anything. Maybe that's just the way he is, or maybe he's nervous. I don't know. So whatever. We're having a good time. He's cracking jokes, whatever. We're chilling. The game is almost done. This man proceeds to say, okay, so if I win this last round, because we had already played, most of the rounds, if y'all have done bowling. Once we're done with this round, if I win, then you gotta buy dessert. Like, dessert's on you. And I'm just like, you just couldn't get through this date, huh? You couldn't get through this date without me paying for something, or possibly paying for something. And I knew he did this on purpose because I was losing the games. Like, I was losing damn near every single one of those games. Like, I just told y'all I'm not good at bowling. I told him I wasn't good at bowling. So I'm like, sir, Steven, I'm gonna need you to calm down with the ultimatums, because you know that I'm not good at bowling. I just told you that. You can see it on the scoreboard. I'm not good at bowling. Anybody who has bowled with me knows that I'm not the best at bowling. So, like, I may get a couple strikes or whatever here and there, but it's not something where I'm consistently good at it. So, with that being said, y'all, he really had the nerve to give me the ultimatum to pay for dessert. And I'm just like,
wait a damn minute. Wait a damn.
okay. Like, I kind of just was like, okay. Like, I kind of laughed it off, but on the inside, I was like, what the hell? Like, is this date becoming too expensive? Like, if you don't want to spend money, then just say that. Just say that. Like, I just don't understand what the problem was at that point. Like, it was getting kind of weird for me. Steven won. He won. He triumphed over me. And obviously, as expected. And this man really had me pay for dessert. Like, we left the bowling alley, and you could kind of tell that I was a little irritated, because I'm just like, we were having such a good time. And I'm not saying, y'all, that I didn't want to pay for anything in the future, but I just felt like that was like, it was a first date. We didn't have to get dessert. Keep in mind, like, that's something that you wanted. I didn't want dessert, to be honest. I wanted to go home. I just wanted to go home after that, to be honest. Like, I did not want to go out anymore. I was like, you know what? I just want to go home. But he kept insisting on us going to get desserts. So we go to the ice cream place, and I said ice cream place. This is an actual restaurant. I don't know if this is something that is only in Maryland or was in Maryland, because when we moved to Maryland, I never heard of this restaurant, but we went to Friendly's. If y'all know, y'all know. It's like an American food restaurant, and it has ice cream and desserts and stuff. It's, it was pretty decent back then. Like, when I was younger, I didn't think about really going there as an adult. I didn't care for going there as an adult too much, or going there in college, because it was already starting to kind of dissipate anyway. Like, locations weren't as popular as they used to be. They were closing them down. So we ended up finding one that was close to the area that we were driving in. So we go in there. Mind you, you guys, I don't even want to be here. Like, at this point, I just want to go home. Like, I don't want dessert. Like, I never told you I wanted dessert. We could have gone to like McDonald's or something and then picked something up through the drive-through. Like, I would have been okay with that. McDonald's is not that expensive, whatever. And then we could have just got that through the drive-through, and then he could have taken me home, and then that would have been that. It would have been the end of the night. But no, he has to sit down in my face and eat ice cream, and I have to sit down in his face and eat ice cream. And I just didn't want to do that at that time. Like, I don't want to be, that person, but I was just over it at that point. He eats the ice cream, I eat my ice cream, I pay for it, and he drives me back home, whatever. This is the finale. This is the finale of this date that I went on. So he, walks me to my door, and he parks right in front of my house. He walks me to my door and then proceeds to give me a kiss after I just told him, the whole thing, good night, whatever. I had a good time. I don't even know if I said I had a good time. I think I just said, like, thanks for taking me out. Like, I don't even know what I said, to be honest, now that I think about it. But yeah, I wasn't giving off vibes that I wanted to kiss him or anything. And this man leans in for a kiss. And I'm just like, what are you doing? Who told you this was okay? Because it wasn't me. I really didn't know what to do in that moment. I didn't kiss him, by the way. And I know if there are men watching this video, y'all probably hate me. Whatever. I don't give two damns, to be honest, because after the way I was feeling, and then honestly, I just don't really do that on first dates like that, honestly, unless I really, really like you. And after the whole, cheap thing, I don't know if it was an act or that was really him, but him being cheap like that on the first date, it just really turned me off. Like, it turned me off because I was thinking, what if we go out on a second, third, fourth date? Like, what is it going to be like then? Like, are you going to be having me pay for all those dates? Like, it's just one of those things where I was not like comfortable with it. So, not to be again, that type of person, but I wasn't into it, y'all. Was not feeling it at all, not one bit. So, I kindly told him goodnight, and he obviously saw that I rejected him, and he felt some type of way about that because I had texted him. I think I texted him again, like, good night, drive home safe. Just something simple. I always tell people that even if I don't care for you, even if I don't really, care for you that much, or we didn't have the best exchange, I'm still going to be like, drive home safe, because that's just the type of person I am. And he never texted me back.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's weird.
Thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. I really appreciate it. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to this channel. And I also want to put out there that I am going to make another video about mental health soon, very soon. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, I really enjoy making content when I can. Again, I need to work on my consistency. I know I am not a consistent poster, and I'm trying to get more content out there for you guys. So I really appreciate it. Any type of support, any type of love, I really, really do appreciate it. I wanted to say that I did change my Twitter handle. So my new Twitter handle is I am Blasian, okay? That's my new Twitter handle. So follow me on Twitter. I'm very active on there. I'm also active on Instagram as well, as you guys know. So yeah, I will put all of that in the description box below, and my TikTok as well. I'm not really posting on TikTok too much lately, but I am planning on posting there soon. So yeah, definitely check it out if you can. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.